Corner, where we talk to Black entrepreneurs and creators across the country with the intention to promote and support their inspiring creation. And today I have Miss Tara Hall with the Closet Boutique out in Florissant, Missouri. And I'm so happy to have you here today.
No, thank you. I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, you're welcome. And so, what inspired you to get started with the Closet Boutique?
Ooh, my love for clothing, my love for fashion,
Yes.
my shopping addictions. So I was like, why not make money, you know,
Yeah.
doing something I love? So it really was a spinoff for me shopping so much. And so I was figuring, well, let me shop and make some money behind it. Also, I always shop for my family. I always styled them, friends and family. So I thought that this is the business I should go into.
That's what's up.
Yes.
And you know, every time I come in here,
You shop.
yes, I shop. I shop, and I'm not a shopper,
But that's the goal.
but you always get me to shop.
That's the goal.
And you always recommend things that look good
Right.
on me, like this jumpsuit.
Absolutely. I was
You
just
know
about
what
to
I'm
say, hence the outfit.
Yes.
And I won't just throw somebody in something because I want some money. You know,
Yes.
you really have to, and you can go and interview anybody and they're like, she is brutally honest and she will not let me buy something if it does not look right or does not fit right.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And that's important for
Yeah.
sure, for sure. So, you know, you're coming up on your 10-year anniversary here at the Closet.
Yes.
You want to talk about a little bit about your journey?
Sure.
What it's been like?
So 10 years, of course, is exciting in any business. Again, I don't know what month that my 10-year actually is. I thought it was July. My sister says it was around March, April. So I'm just going with 2025. I know I started in 2015. So very, very exciting. The journey has been, it's been good, more good than bad. It's been up and down. The first part of my journey was at home. I was ordering clothes from vendors that I was not sure of. So it was a lot of hit or miss. I was working full time at the time. I had some amazing customers who were my coworkers who would come out on break, who would buy my clothing, and some would be honest and say, no, this is cheesy. My husband would tell me, nah, that's not a good look. So it was some disappointments, but there was a bunch of highs because I was getting some good clothing. And you know, you have to learn the whole game of shopping and getting the perfect vendors. And still I don't have it perfect, but I have some solid vendors that I use, and hence the good clothes that I have, the quality of clothing that I have. So it's been up and down, but it's been mostly up. I started off in my house. Well, first of all, I started off in my car.
Oh, wow.
Then my husband built me a closet, which was our smallest bedroom in the house. He painted it. I got the pictures up.
Wow.
Like I have pictures up here. I had some pictures, not as many, but I had pictures up, and I had the white leather chair. Anyway, it was a really, really cute closet, and I called it the Closet. So people would come, they would come, people would refer people. The only people could come to my house is, of course, people I knew, but then people would refer people, and then those people would refer people, so there would be strangers in my house. It all worked out until COVID, and then after COVID, I was like, let me slow this down, people coming in the house. But during the COVID time is when my numbers went through the roof. I probably have not made as much money as I did in 2020. And of course, people had extra money, extra time. They weren't going anywhere, but they just wanted clothes. And I would do porch pickup. So I had a whole little system, and people loved it. I also used to do lives. So I had created my Facebook group. I had a lot of followers. The lives were really, really popular. I run into people now. They're, you're the girl that used to do the lives at our house. Yeah. So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful that people tuned in, because now they don't tune in that much. They figure you got a store, I'll just come. But I like people to look at my lives, but not so much now. So it was the time and place for everything, right?
Absolutely.
So I wasn't looking for a storefront. Fast forward, I really wasn't looking for a storefront. But it kind of fell in my lap when I was doing a pop-up, because I used to host pop-ups as well. That was a lot of my money too, hosting pop-up shops. And I started doing vendor events well back in 2015 when I started. And I was charging like $20. So you could tell that was a long time.
Yes.
Long time ago. So I got the storefront in 2022. Was supposed to open in November, got COVID. Had to open in December. December, the first opening day weekend was amazing. And then fast forward 6 to 8 months, it started going downhill. And I was like, okay, what have I done? Like, should I be doing this? Should I be paying rent more than my mortgage? Like, what is going on? So you have the downfalls, you know. And I was, you know, there were some tears. There was a lot of frustrating days. There was some days that I didn't want to go. There was days that people didn't come in. So there's ups and downs, and those were the downs. So I said, should I close at the end of the year? I could just be done with it, but I'm not going back in the house, so I don't know what to do with all these clothes, because even when I had low stock, I had a lot of clothes, you know. So December 17th, I think, was my 1-year store anniversary. So I proceeded to go along with that. I had a party in the store. I had a photo booth. I had everything. People were shopping. I had vendors there. It was a nice time.
Yeah.
Then after that was December, so it slowed down again. So by March, I was nominated for this award by a church member, and I was really excited about it. So it was a big deal, and you get dressed up at hotels, fancy, tickets were high, and so I was excited about it. So that was like almost like the rebirth of me. Like I'm on top. I got me an award, you know. As humble as I am, I was excited about it, you know.
Absolutely.
And so after that, I got my award, had my table with my family, and then the next day I flew out, and I planned this. I'm going to fly out to LA, and I'm going to go shop for the store.
Yeah.
So my best friend and I and my best cousin, we went out to LA. We shopped till we dropped. I was so blessed that I had the money to do so. We stayed in the hotel. We just had a ball. We just had a great time. And that was kind of like rebirthing. It's about to be spring. Let's do it. So I brought all these spring clothes back, and it kind of took off. So in July, I came and looked at this location, and then I was like, no, and I didn't do anything. And then there were some things that were really frustrating me at the old location, and it served its purpose. Don't get me wrong, it served its purpose. And so I decided to move. So I decided again in November to move.
Okay.
So I closed on a Wednesday over there, opened on a Friday here.
Okay.
You know, so I was excited to move, and this location has really brought me new customers, excellent neighbors. As you can see, a lot of traffic going up and down Patterson, 2827 Patterson Road, by the way. Got to give my plug, FLORISSANT 63031. So yeah, and I do online too. I haven't focused on online as much, but I had, over the years, I've had probably maybe 3 websites. But believe it or not, for me and my business, the website doesn't do too well. I'm still pushing it though, because eventually I may let the store go. You know what I mean? So I do want to continue in the fashion, and I do want to push the online as well. But I notice when I have a store, people like to come in. They like to touch. They like to try on. And I have 2 new fitting rooms. Real fitting rooms now. So, just really excited. Just really, really excited about my business. If you're passionate about anything, you're going to go hard for it. Like, even in the bad days, even through the tears, you're going to write it down. I just posted yesterday, because I try to motivate people. I just posted yesterday. You got to write it down. You got to start over as many times as you need to. And you have to refocus, you know. You have to really refocus, because if something's not going right and you have the opportunity, I guess, to make it right, or at least try to make it right, you have to do it. You can't give up.
Absolutely.
You know, so.
Yeah, and so that's a beautiful journey that you've had so far, to be able to say that you started in your home and then eventually moved into a storefront, had some downfalls, but you got back up, and to be here today after 10 years of perseverance and endurance, that's beautiful. A lot of people can't do that. You
That's
know
right.
what I'm saying? A lot of people aren't able to even last 1 year
That's right.
in a storefront or a brick and mortar. So to be able to do that after 10 years, even though you've only done
Been
the
here for
store,
2 years. Yeah.
that's
It
beautiful.
is, and I again I do give myself all the applause because it is hard.
Yeah,
But you can't do it if you don't try. You know what I mean?
exactly.
You just can't. And I could have easily given up, and I could have easily stayed over there and not liked where I was, and
Mm-hmm.
not got the traffic that I needed.
Yeah,
I have a following, and that's another thing. I would not have gotten a storefront if I hadn't had a following. So I'm
absolutely.
thankful for my regulars, for my VIPs, and even the people that used to shop with me that don't any longer. I'm thankful for them
Yes,
because I can't be in a business, especially a successful one, by myself.
absolutely.
And I'll never be too big to say I don't want more customers,
Yeah.
or I don't want to expand, or I don't want to grow.
Mm-hmm.
Some people get cocky, and and I don't. So I'm still looking for new customers,
Yes.
and I have all fabulous fashions in
Yeah.
all sizes. Looking to get a kids corner, so I'm
Okay.
working on that. I put a few things in here and there, but I'm looking to really get a kids corner.
Okay.
Mainly little girls, but so
Okay.
we're gonna see how that goes.
Yeah, that would actually be really nice to
Mhm.
have
Mhm.
kids clothes in
Mhm.
here,
Mhm.
because I know a lot of us have children.
Right.
Especially me. I have a
Mhm.
child, so if I shop in here for me, I'm gonna
Yep,
shop in here for
exactly.
her.
And some people
So.
shop for their children more than they shop for themselves. So
Wow. Yes, it's true.
some people,
It's
or
true.
us grandmothers, we like to shop for our grandgirls, and so.
Yes.
So that's just, I'm still just brainstorming and trying to make things bigger, and, looking to fit another rack in here, and just seeing what I'm going to do going forward.
Okay.
But I do like to keep the store stocked. I have reasonable prices, by the way,
Yes.
and you can
You
attest to
do.
that. I
You
do.
do.
So yeah, I'm just here growing and thankful and super humble about my business. I really am.
Okay. So for the viewers, I think that it's really important that they're able to hear your journey, and just know not to ever give up. You know what I'm saying? Because for you to make it 10 years, that's an accomplishment.
Thank
And
you.
I know in the midst of this 10 years, it hasn't just been clothes that you've been selling, but you've been doing a variety of other events like fashion shows and your Women's Day event that you have coming up. Would you like to talk about those?
Yeah. So we'll touch on the women's events that I have. Women's empowerment. I've done probably the one March 7th at 7 p.m. is coming up this year. But I've done, this is probably going to be my 8th one.
Okay.
So the women empowerment events mostly have been brunches.
Mm-hmm.
They've always been so important. I've always gotten speakers, not big name speakers, but just regular old peers of mine that speak. One year I had business owners. One year we had a Beyond brunch with just vegan food. And we always have a good time. I have vendors. I have dinner or brunch. The last 2 years since I've been in this other store, we've been doing a Women's Day dinner. So we've been doing a dressy sneaker type dinner. So since this is the 10th year, I'm going to bring that to a bigger venue.
Yes.
It's going to be nicer. It's going to be the Little Black Dress event. And believe it or not, that is my favorite thing to do, is the women empowerment.
Yeah.
I've had so many events where people have cried, happy tears, sad tears, just got out everything that they need to get out. I give affirmations. People are just in a safe space at my events, and we have a really, really, really good time. And so this one, like I said, I wanted to spruce it up a little bit. Little Black Dress. I had one of those back in 2018. I had a little black dress event. It was really nice. It was a brunch, and it was really nice. Everybody looked beautiful. So I'm hoping that the ticket sales take off. The vendors are already filling up, but I hope the ticket sales take off, and that we are able to have a good time. Again, I love empowering women. But of course, I do love the fashion. So I have fashion shows. Last year, I had one in April. The year before, I had one in March or in October, and I dedicated part of the fashion show to breast cancer awareness month. We gave gifts away, so it's always a great time at any of my events.
Yes.
So fashion shows, usually if I do spring, I'm showing you the spring lines. Like, I'm not one of those high-end stores that I'm going into the next season. No, if we're in spring, we want to see spring clothes. We don't want to see fall clothes.
Yes.
So a fashion show is in the works too this year. So we're going to get the women's event in March out of the way, and then we're probably going to have a summer fashion show.
Okay.
We'll probably have a summer fashion show, and if I can't get that done fast enough, we'll have a fall fashion show.
Okay.
And it'll show you fall and winter clothing. But yeah, I'm super excited about all of my events. My husband always says, "Can you take a break? Can you sit down? Can you take a breather?" No, sir, I cannot. I like to keep going, and I like to plan things.
Yes.
You know, and it's not always about getting money. It's about just keeping my name out there and keeping myself out there. You know, and that's why I go live every day, and that's why, and I don't care if one person likes it, I'm going to continue to put my name and my face out there, because it can be next week and somebody may see that live if it doesn't erase. Somebody may see, I've had people that I met in the store, and they're like, "I met you at the so-and-so about 2 or 3 months ago." They remember, you know, they remember. And sometimes, even if I don't have cards, my voice and what I say is memorable, you know, because you want to make it memorable. You know, if you take your business serious, if you don't take it serious, who else will?
Absolutely.
You know, so I'm excited about the events coming up. So what I can say right now is March 7th at View 17. We have that going on, and then we'll be having other events announced probably at that time.
Okay. So if you are interested in participating in the Women's Day or any other events that Tara has coming up, please feel free to reach out or even stop by 2827 Patterson Road in Florissant, 63031.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can also contact me at 314-471-3554. That's phone number, business number. And then also Instagram is my brand name, Elon's Fashion Closet, ELONS Fashion Closet. And what else? And then I have a Facebook group, so it's called Elon's Fashion Closet / The Closet Boutique.
Okay.
So I'll put that in there. So you can reach me there. I would love to see you. I appreciate April for giving me this platform to share my business.
Absolutely. And just the same way, you've given me a platform to share my business.
Absolutely.
So, you know, if you don't know, Reltuh's Culture Corner also does have a stand in the Closet Boutique. So,
yes. So come get your stuff. Come get some incense.
Absolutely.
Come get some car fresheners. Come get all of that. And she will be putting more things in here soon.
Very soon. Very soon. So please stay on the lookout for that. And again, thank you. Thank you for taking this time. And, you know, I hope the viewers were able to, you know, be encouraged from even just you sharing your story.
That's the goal.
Yeah, because I think that is what is needed, especially for entrepreneurs who are just getting started, or entrepreneurs who are looking to do clothing, looking to do fashion. You know, I know sometimes people, they have a hard time getting into things because they're saying, well, all these people do what I want to do.
Oh, yeah, no. Don't, and I could touch on that. Definitely don't let that discourage you, because what's for you, you heard the famous line, is for you. And Macy's and Dillard's are in the same mall.
Yes.
Several jewelry stores are in the same mall. And listen, they're under the same roof.
Yes.
So you cannot be discouraged that there is another boutique 5 minutes from you. Heck, at my other location, we were next door to each other. And we fed off each other. We sent each other customers. We became friends. We encouraged each other. We encouraged each other. She was in my fashion show. We didn't have the same type of clothing. Somebody may like her clothing. Somebody may like my clothing.
Absolutely.
And even since I've moved, she sent people over here.
That's what's up.
You know, so never be discouraged about having another business that's doing the same, even if it's somebody you know.
Yeah.
You're going to all put your own twist on it.
Absolutely.
You know. So, by all means, keep going. Keep pressing forward. There's nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5, honey. If you have to work a 9 to 5 and work your business, and you never become a full-time entrepreneur, that's okay. But if you desire that, make it happen, and you can.
Absolutely.
And you might have to keep your job a little longer to fund your small business, and that's okay. But I would do what I had to do if I needed to.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm never too good for any of that. So, but just keep pressing. It's a message to anyone that's desiring, and I do give advice, and I do talk to people, and I do help people. I've done so much helping with people in their businesses.
Yes.
And I want to continue to do that and give feedback and give advice and and give help. Yeah. And I receive from other people too. They have to be worth receiving from, but I do receive from people as well. Yes. So yeah, because I don't know it all. Absolutely. I don't know it all.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I thank you so much.
Absolutely, you're welcome, and thank you for joining. And please be on the lookout for more Creator Corner videos and interviews. And again, follow me on Reltuh's Culture Corner online at Instagram, on Facebook. Also CreatorsCorner.rcc on Facebook and Instagram, and then subscribe to the YouTube. All right, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day.